Right at the start of this investigation, I was eager to team up with Dr. Charlotte Lindquist, a world expert in bear genetics. All brown bears belong to the same species, but while they've been thoroughly studied in Europe and America, it seems we don't know much about them in the Himalaya.
We know so little about the brown bears in this area, in the Tibetan Plateau and in the Himalayan mountains. Very, very little has been done. Very few samples have been analyzed. They are just very rare. In the western mountains, they're known as the Himalayan brown bear. The brown bears that are found on the Tibetan Plateau are called the Tibetan brown bear, but they are all the same species.
So what if we throw a polar bear hybrid into the mix? How would that fit in?
It is possible that there are hybrids that they possibly migrated into the Himalayan mountains, and these are descendants of hybrid bears. That is entirely possible, but I definitely would want to see more data.
Okay, so what needs to be done to settle it?
For sure, we will need more samples. Hair is very good, bone, teeth. The more DNA we look at, the better.
If I get you samples, will you categorically be able to tell me what they are?
If I can get DNA from them, yes. I will be able to tell you what they are.
Hybrid bears do exist. About 10 years ago, a trophy hunter shot a rather weird-looking bear in the Canadian Arctic. DNA tests confirmed that its dad was a grizzly bear and its mum a polar bear. Several years later, when another so-called growler bear was shot, it turned out to be a second-generation hybrid, which goes to prove these crossbred animals can reproduce successfully. But how could growler bears end up in the high Himalaya, so far from the Arctic?
What are these hybrids actually like?
Well, we know from radio tracking brown bears that dispersing males can travel hundreds of miles. So it's possible, at least in theory, that polar bear DNA could penetrate quite rapidly into Central Asia.